Welcome to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the show, leave a comment, and click that like button. Wow. The USA men's basketball team, what a hell of a game against Serbia.
And why? But why? Why? Why are you struggling to beat Serbia?
Well, let's hold up here. Now, I always say this, and this happened to the Saints when we had to play the Bucks 3 times in the season. Mm-hmm. That's hard to do, man. I got to give them that. They blew them out the first 2 times they played them.
But we've seen that happen several times.
Come on.
Everybody keeps saying that, but then we see Dallas play Philly twice with the season and beat them in the playoff. we had it. It happens.
But come on, man.
You're a better team.
Yeah, that's true. You're a better team. But Serbia couldn't miss from 3 in this game.
Well, they were smacking those threes.
They couldn't miss.
Like over 50% from 3 points in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about.
That dude, his name is Vikic. Their names are crazy.
Yeah, it was like 3 of them. Only one I can pronounce is Bondanovic.
Yeah, I think he plays for Charlotte.
Does he? Okay. He's been around. He bounced around because he started with, I think, Sacramento, and then he moved on to some other team. So, yeah, he's bounced around, but he's a great shooter.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
He was smacking them joints at first. I was like, oh. And, I mean, they were thoroughly getting dominated at first.
Oh, yeah.
To the fourth quarter. Matter of fact, Serbia won every quarter. They beat every quarter, except for the fourth. They got crushed.
Yeah, they had a 17-point lead. And it should have been more. Like, this should have been a complete blowout if it wasn't for Steph Curry. Steph Curry kept them in the game.
You're going into the fourth quarter with a 13-point lead. And I get, and to me, I was sitting there like, well, they killing themselves because they keep still trying to shoot threes. Mm-hmm. All you need is 2s to stay ahead.
Right.
Threes. But I mean, more power to them. They let United States come in because for some reason the fourth quarter they couldn't hit them no more.
But see, that's the funny thing about it. I don't know why they didn't change the game plan in the fourth quarter, right? Yes, you were killing them with the threes, but nobody on the USA basketball can slow down Jokic. Jokic is like, he's the man. He's the in the first 2 games, USA basketball couldn't stop Jokic, but they shut down everybody else, and that's pretty much the game plan. Don't let anybody else get off, and hope Jokic miss. Yep. In this game here, the other guys were getting off. Jokic was doing his thing, but instead of using Jokic to close out the game, they kept firing up threes.
Yeah, even Jokic was firing up threes in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's true.
I'm like, why's your big ass out there? Get in the paint. Like, why are you out there?
Right.
Like, he's sitting out there hovering at the 3-point line like he do in the NBA sometimes.
Right.
I'm like, man, what are y'all doing? But
when he's got a slew of moves down low, he got a lot of moves that
he can't stop.
Yeah.
They're not pretty, but they're effective.
Oh, very effective. He only get off the ground like 2 inches.
At the most. On his best day. On the trampoline.
It's so funny when he dunks the ball. It's like he's all arms. He don't even jump. It's just all arms.
And the ball like it barely cleared the damn basket. And like it barely cleared. Look, I remember in the All-Star game last year, he technically I guess it was this year, wasn't it?
Yes.
The All-Star game? Yeah. So he tried to finish the game off with a dunk, missed it. You can't. How you that tall? You missed the dunk, dog. But he did, and it's in the All-Star game when ain't nobody checking you.
Right. Well, I mean, you can't jump.
Right.
I guess it's pretty hard to dunk.
Yeah, dog.
But I, going back to what you said, I do agree with this sense. The fact that you're struggling to beat a team that's only got 1 MVP, 1 NBA MVP on it, and you have 4 NBA MVPs.
Right.
And it took all 4 because in the fourth quarter, Steve Kerr went with the 4 MVPs, and then Devin Booker. So you had Steph Curry MVP,
yep.
Kevin Durant MVP,
yep.
Embiid, who's the MVP, and LeBron, 4 MVPs.
Yep.
It took all of that to beat Serbia,
and it took every bit of what Steph had because he put up 36 points.
Yes.
9 of 14 from 3-point. It took every bit of that.
And I'm not talking, and not just the fourth quarter. He was doing this throughout the game.
Oh, he was doing it
Kept them
throughout the
in the
game. It was
game.
the
Yeah.
rest of the team that wasn't helping.
No, they weren't. I mean, like this would have been a 30-point loss if Steph wasn't hitting those threes, wasn't like being Chef Curry in that first half.
Yeah, dog.
Even with being down 17 points, he was still having a great game.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
really
it's
was.
insane.
And my main thing is how they take that defense. You know what I'm saying? You got all these athletes and you still don't want to play defense.
Right.
You still don't want to play defense because it's a lot of teams that done scored on you United States that shouldn't be scoring as many points as they score.
Right. Right. No, it's true. It's true.
Just like, I mean, Sudan, like when they played Sudan, even though it was in the exhibition game, it was Sudan. It was their first time playing on that level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It says Sudan doesn't even practice indoors.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you struggling with them?
Right. It's not even Sudan, it's South Sudan. You know what I mean?
Right. South Sudan, right.
It's a new country.
The whole country. It's just you know, ain't even the whole country.
It ain't the whole country.
Just the South part. Imagine they combine. And throw hoops on you.
Right. But I tell you what, I can't think of his name, but that cat on the South Sudan team, he done worked himself into a 10-day contract. Homie worked himself into a 10-day contract. That's coming. Dude, or a G League contract.
Right.
He gonna get something out of it. But I mean, this has been some really good competitive Olympic games. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like in the past, like with the Dream Team, I enjoy watching the Dream Team. But after a while, you know, with Dream Team 2 and 3 and all of that stuff,
right,
it kind of became boring to watch because you knew they were gonna win by 40.
Yeah.
You know,
that it was gonna big time.
Yeah, you know they were gonna blow people. I mean, it was fun to watch the first time because it hadn't been done before with the NBA stars playing in the Olympics. But after a while, and, you know, with Big Shaq out there, it was like, man, it's
right.
Sudan and all of these countries, they can forget about it. But now, I mean, now like I think USA is gonna win. I think we're gonna win against France.
Yeah, and you know what, man? The pre betting on France was so, man, that was the opportunity to get on there. And we talked about it. I told you how they got 3 number 1 picks.
Yep.
Two out of the last 3 drafts, they got 3 that are in the top 2.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
2 number 1 overalls and 1 and 2 this year.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, and even though the guy from Washington is not like killing it, I mean, he ain't killing it right now.
No, he's not.
But they're showing you they got talent from it. They keep number 1 overall picks in the NBA.
Right. I mean, they got a bunch of number 1 picks, like you said. I was actually expecting Germany to be here with the Wagner brothers.
Yeah.
I was expecting Germany to make it, but yeah, like you said, France got a lot of young talent and they're long.
Canada. What about Canada?
I know Canada doesn't have any big men.
They don't have any big men, right? They got scores and they got, you know, name faces, but yeah, they don't have big men. They don't have a lot of legitimate big men. That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
I think Canada was the second odds-on favorite to win behind the United States.
Yeah. Well, they should have been. I mean, they loaded with talent too.
They're loaded. They were loaded.
Yeah, but
France was underdogging it, man. Just winning as the underdog.
Right. So France, I mean, France is gonna come in there with Wemby. He's gonna, you know, got the height, he's got the size. You know, they already got Gobert out there. So, you know, but USA should be able to run circles around him because they're slow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think Serbia was going to be the biggest challenge because of Jokic. And then 2, they were playing them for the 3rd time. I think that factors into it. Even though I know the Cowboys beat the Eagles every 3rd time. I get it. But I know for everybody else, it's a struggle. Like I remember that year, it was Breeze's last year. And we were rolling through the regular season. And then when I saw we had the Bucks as a potential 1st round game, I said, damn it, I do not like playing a team for the third time.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I mean, this is going to be great. They play the game against France is tomorrow at 3:30. So, I know you're going to bet USA is going to win this game, but how much are they going to win this game? Is my question to you. Or do you really think France got a chance?
I think France has a chance. I really do. Just for the simple fact. Okay, so it's all going to come down to the outside shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because with Gobert and Wemby in the paint or near the paint, they're not going in there that often. They're not going to thrive in the paint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not with those giants in there. So that makes them change their game. And just like against Serbia, they were cold. See, they were cold earlier. They were missing all these 3-pointers. They kept shooting them, kept missing them. You know? And so that was another thing that contributed to them falling behind. They do that again, they're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in trouble with because Wemby is already a hard matchup, right?
Right.
Because his length and he's still athletic to be that tall.
Yeah, but and he shoots threes.
And he shoots threes, shoot it for all over. He can go inside, he can go outside for sure. But the thing that's going to give the United States trouble is the defense. I think it's going to be the defense because besides them, I don't know anybody has that size. They're going to have 3 7+. Well, not 3 because Rudy Gobert, I don't think he's really a true 7-footer. But 2 7-footers and Rudy Gobert is a big team.
Yeah, I know, right? But the funny thing about it, they don't really play Gobert and Wemby at the same time. Like Gobert is coming off the bench, but like if they put both of them out there, I think that would cause major problems for USA basketball.
Right. I'm sure they got some plenty of time when they're out there together. They just probably don't start at the time, but you know.
Right.
Because you do want one of them on there at all times.
Right.
I get that. I really do. You don't want to just take everybody off and then you have United States have a run.
Thanks for joining us again. We do this thing every week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week.
Holla.